Right now, live at 5, preparing for voting during a pandemic.
What Duluth polling places will look like on Tuesday's primary election.
Plus, President Trump says his administration has the coronavirus under control. This while criticizing his COVID response coordinator for saying the opposite. And later, teaming up to meet the needs of students. With the future of education still unknown, people are stepping up to make sure every student has the supplies they need to succeed.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at Duluth City Hall. We are now a week out from Minnesota's primary election, where voting will look a little different this year. Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. We're about 1 week out from the August primary elections in Minnesota.
And for many Minnesotans, it'll be their first time voting since the pandemic began. Due to COVID-19, things will look different, mainly fewer voters at the polls.
CBS 3's Emma Quinn explains the changes you can expect.
Duluth City officials are preparing for next Tuesday's primary election. Their main goal, if you do decide to vote in person, is to make casting your vote as safe and easy as possible. The city has been working with the Secretary of State's office to create a cleaning protocol that is approved by the CDC for the 34 polling precincts. That includes wiping down every polling station after it's been used. There will be volunteers at every polling place ready to wipe down the voting stations after someone is done casting their vote.
Just like for normal elections, we just ask that people be courteous for others in terms of how much time they're spending in the polling location.
The city was able to recruit 230 election judges for the primaries. City officials were concerned about getting enough people to volunteer due to the pandemic. City officials say they see an increase in voter turnout during the primary and general elections.
It will be required to wear a mask when you head to the polls. And coming up tonight at 6, we'll have more information on absentee ballots. And if you still have time to get one, we'll also have more on when you can expect the primary election results. Meanwhile, with no contested races on the primary ballot, Superior officials aren't expecting much of a turnout at their polls next Tuesday. If you do come out to cast a ballot, you're asked to wear a mask. But the city clerk says you won't be turned away without one. They will also have sanitizer and wipes available. As usual, ID is required. Superior officials are also recommending anyone who wants to vote absentee for the general election in November should request their ballot as soon as possible.
After distributing 4 million masks to Minnesota businesses, the state is making sure the seniors are protected too. Governor Tim Walz announced the state is providing 400,000 reusable cloth masks for the elderly. Nonprofit groups will hand them out. Seniors are most at risk for coronavirus, and nonprofits say they've seen a big increase in need. Some don't have the means or ability to get a mask. Governor Tim Walz says wearing a mask will also help seniors safely reconnect with their community.
We want to let seniors know, if you want to know where you can get a mask, you can request one here. I believe we're mailing them to folks too if they're not stopping in. So there's opportunities to get a reusable cloth mask.
To request a mask, call the senior linkage line at the number on the bottom of your screen there. They'll mail out masks to seniors who need them. A Minnesota court is investigating how a British newspaper obtained police body cam footage showing the arrest and death of George Floyd. We want to warn you, though, the video may be considered disturbing. On Monday, the Daily Mail published parts of videos from 2 Minneapolis police officers involved in Floyd's arrest on May 25th. Last month, a Hennepin County judge allowed journalists to view the footage by appointment, but has not yet ruled on a motion to make the videos public. A spokesperson for Hennepin County District Court told the Star Tribune an investigation is underway into the leak.
An explosion shook Lebanon's capital city of Beirut Tuesday, causing widespread damage and sending a thick cloud of smoke over the city center. Casualties have been reported, with ceilings collapsed and windows shattered several miles from the scene. Although the exact cause is not yet known, Lebanon's national news agency is reporting the blast happened after a fire broke out at a warehouse. According to Lebanon's health minister, 50 people are dead and over 3,000 are injured.
Negotiations continue on a coronavirus relief bill between the White House and Congress, but a deal still remains out of reach. Now some are calling on lawmakers to delay their planned recess.
Meanwhile, the president is continuing to defend his response to the pandemic. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
The White House press secretary pushed back on criticism that the president is not visible enough during coronavirus relief negotiations on Capitol Hill and blamed the Democrats for lack of a deal.
He's regularly updated. Right now, the Democrats are being fundamentally unserious.
Democratic leaders are sidestepping those attacks, instead putting the blame on Senate Republicans.
After a week of stalled talks, because Republicans could not articulate a position on hardly anything, I believe we're making progress.
The Treasury Secretary and White House Chief of Staff continued talks on Capitol Hill, meeting separately with Democrats and Senate Republicans.
I don't think we're going to have a total consensus in this round. The atmosphere is much more partisan.
Demands are growing for the Senate to consider postponing its planned recess next week until a deal is reached.
I think we ought to stay until we get a deal done.
The biggest sticking point in these negotiations continues to be the now expired enhanced unemployment payments as well as eviction relief. President Trump says he may use executive action to extend eviction protections.
I want to do that. I don't want people to be evicted.
In a sometimes confrontational interview with Axios, the president defended his administration's handling of the pandemic.
1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is. But that doesn't mean we aren't doing everything we can. It's under control as much as you can control it.
The president has authorized the National Guard to continue pandemic response duties through the end of 2020. The federal government will continue to pay 100% of the deployment costs for Texas and Florida, but the administration is demanding other cash-strapped states now pick up 25% of the tab.
Several business CEOs have written an open letter to Congress requesting a second round of Paycheck Protection Program for small business loans. The Treasury Secretary says right now the White House's priority is getting direct payments to millions of Americans. And Austin Haskins joins us for a quick look at the weather. He's in for Dave. Welcome to Nightside, Austin.
Yeah, it's great to be here. You know, I've been here for about 3 years, and this is the first time I'm actually working Nightside fully. So it's glad to be working with you and Kristen for a change.
How's the weather looking?
Super nice out there, actually. A little fall-like out there, of course. The last few days only been in the 60s out there. But taking a live look up towards Virginia right now, a lot of sunshine across the area, and that's what we saw today. And tomorrow's looking to be pretty much the same for the most part. We are seeing some of those clouds continuing across the area, but we're starting to see those skies kind of clear out a little bit now. 66 degrees down by the lake right now, so a beautiful afternoon and early evening with a light east wind at 9 miles per hour. And most areas, especially to the south, southwest, and west and northwest, temperatures are in the 70s, even near 80 in Brainerd. Closer to the lake and over to the east into the 60s, even 57 on top of the hill in Grand Marais, so a little cool there with those winds. Generally out of an easterly direction, some variableness in those winds as well. And those winds will be pretty calm as we head throughout the evening into the overnight hours, and it's going to be another cool night out there, Tony and Kristen. Temperatures actually getting down close to 50 here in Duluth, and I'll have more details on that extended forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Big changes are coming to Minnesota high school sports this fall in response to the coronavirus pandemic. For more on the modified seasons, Kelly Hinsaz joins us now from the newsroom. And Kelly, a pretty big change up here. Football, volleyball, possibly in the spring season?
Yeah, that's right. We've seen a number of different leagues and conferences either limit their play or cancel their play altogether for the upcoming fall. The Minnesota State High School League is taking a mixture of everything approach. The league announced today that football and volleyball seasons in the state of Minnesota will be moved to the spring. The decision was made in a Zoom board meeting earlier today by the league. The vote to move football to the spring was made with a 13-5 result. An earlier motion to keep football in the fall was with restrictions failed by a vote of 12-6. Meanwhile, soccer is going forward with their seasons in the fall with some modifications. The season will start on August 17th with a 30% reduction made to competitions overall with a 20% reduction in total number of weeks. No decision has been made on a postseason. And individual sports such as cross country, swimming, diving, and tennis will return as scheduled. That was passed with a 17-1 vote. There's still a lot of questions to be answered. A postseason plan for all fall sports as of right now, and whether or not fans will be allowed to attend games this spring. But it's certainly going to make for a lot of hurdles for high school athletes, for staff, for coaches going forward. We have plenty more tonight at 6 and 10. But for now, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Kelly. Still to come, some areas in our region are already receiving big shipments of masks from the state, and how old Iron Range mine areas are being used for recreation. Stay tuned. City by City is next.
St. Louis County officials say COVID-19 is spreading more by community transmission. Find out why coming up at 6.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Did you know there's a form of calcium that can actually replace bone where you've lost it? It's called MCHC. Check out Bone Maximizer at the Essence of Health.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland, helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
The Garage, it's your space. Get a garage fit for a king or queen with our Regal Eagle 26 by 28 garage. Store all the equipment needed to rule your kingdom today. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages. Built right, priced.
My name is Misael, and I'm into advertising. I think the best thing about LSC is the people here on campus. I'm getting my generals now. I'm saving some good money, and that will be very helpful for me when I transfer to a 4-year school.
Mediacom's fiber-powered broadband network was built for the future, and it's in your community. Delivering gigabit speeds to every home and business we serve. We'll be one of the first in the nation to take you to 10G, making your community one of the fastest in the world. The foundation is in place, and Mediacom will be making way for brilliant possibilities, igniting economic development and lighting up communities nationwide.
When was the last time you put your feet first? From working on your feet all day, to hiking the trails, or chasing the kids, you put your feet through a lot. At Northern Foot and Ankle, we specialize in foot and ankle pain and can treat most problems without surgery. Referrals are usually not necessary, and most insurance is accepted. So stop living with the pain and get back on your feet again. Contact Northern Foot and Ankle today and put your feet first.
Welcome back to this edition of CBS 3's Live at 5 as we take a look toward Duluth on this beautiful summer day. Will we heat up this weekend? Austin will have your full forecast coming up. But first, let's head over to Tony to take a look around the region.
A local ATV ride still has the green light during the COVID-19 pandemic, and how old mines can be used for recreation. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Despite being held back by the coronavirus pandemic, the ATV Minnesota group will still hold their annual membership event on the Prospector Loop trail system near Ely. The two-day event starts on September 18th. This year, there are 12 different trails people can ride, which vary in length and skill level required to navigate. All CDC guidelines will be followed to keep riders safe. Now to Kristen's hometown of Chisholm, where old mines are being used for recreation. Many places around the Iron Range are repurposing them to be used as mountain biking trails. The Redhead Mountain Bike Park opened in June and has been full every weekend since. As of now, the trail is 15 miles long. However, the hope is for it to double in size in the next year. Sticking on the range, the Hibbing Area Chamber of Commerce says they have received their masks from the state. They plan on distributing them to local businesses. After Governor Walz announced the statewide mask mandate, he made it clear that he did not want businesses to turn away paying customers if they were not wearing a mask. The masks from the state are free and should be given to employees and customers. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, go ahead and send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Did you get tested for the coronavirus? Coming up, learn a new way to check for your results.
And looking over in Ashland right now, 68 degrees, plenty of sunshine. It is going to be a beautiful evening out there, but those summer-like temperatures are set to return. Your Weather Max forecast is coming up next.
Save big on your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Update your exterior with Menards' huge selection of outdoor wall lights. Pick up this Riley outdoor wall light in a weathered bronze finish for just $69.95 after 11% off. Smart Coat is an advanced paint and primer in one with ultra-smooth coverage, superior adhesion, and exceptional washability. Only $23.99 per gallon after 11% off. Start saving today with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota L-Series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
No one serves you better than Lulich Implement.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Ripon. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS. You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live, local CBS 3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial. CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by Economy Garages. Now, the CBS 3 Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Austin Haskins.
Well, we are looking at pretty quiet conditions across our neck of the woods, but looking at Isaias over into the north and east, the latest on that, the winds are still at about 65 miles per hour as of the 5 p.m. Eastern time observation. So this is about a little over an hour ago. Movement very, very quick to the north-northeast at 40 miles per hour, and you can see it'll continue to move up into Canada as we head into our day Wednesday and eventually becoming a depression and then eventually moving out of our area completely. Now, over the last 6 hours, here's where that the center of that storm is. You can see it's moved pretty quickly, actually, from Philadelphia earlier this morning and now up to areas near Burlington, Vermont, and again, continuing to push up to the north and northeast. So eventually we'll see this move out of the area, but it did make landfall down in the Carolinas early yesterday. Now, back in our area, it is pretty quiet out there, and we've seen that the last couple of days. Very autumn-like, though. Those temperatures only into the 60s to near 70 degrees. And take a look right now. It's 66 in Two Harbors, 67 and 66 here in Duluth. And look at Grand Marais right now, 57 degrees up there. To the northwest, though, temperatures in the low 70s for the Iron Range and up towards Crane Lake. International Falls and Baudette a little warmer, as well as Bemidji in those mid to upper 70s, so much warmer to the north and west. To the south and west, it's 68 in Cloquet, 73 in Hinckley. Brainerd pushing 80 degrees right now. And then in northwestern Wisconsin, the UP, generally about 65 to 70. Siren a little warmer at 74. Now those winds, they're fairly light and variable, and we're going to see those winds become eventually calm and turning more southerly to southwesterly into tonight, with dew points pretty comfortable, too, into those 40s and lower 50s, even 39 right now in Ely. But we are looking at those dew points continuing to go up. You can see we're going to continue that incline as we head towards the end of the week. And unfortunately, getting back into the humid to even at times steamy categories towards the weekend with those dew points back into the upper 60s to near 70. So high pressure is going to keep us pretty quiet into tonight, and really for most of the morning on Wednesday. We are going to see this area low pressure across the Dakotas and track towards the south and east. So our far southwestern areas could see some scattered showers and some thunderstorms as we head into our Wednesday afternoon. And clouds will increase a little bit into our Thursday and even into Thursday morning as the stationary boundary will eventually push towards the area. So we're looking at a relatively cloudy day for Thursday with a few scattered showers at times. Lows tonight dropping back into the 40s to some low 50s, a few clouds over to our west, but a little bit of a cool night once again. Definitely want to have that sweatshirt. Then for Wednesday highs, a little bit closer to average in those mid to upper 70s, maybe pushing 80 towards International Falls. Then as we look ahead, you can see those temperatures a little cooler Thursday at 74. Then we're back into the 80s for the weekend with some pretty humid conditions in the forecast. Like I mentioned, those dew points getting back into the 60s to near 70. Tony, with a few chances of showers and storms Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the good news is, though, we are looking at, again, those warmer temperatures back, not these 60s and even some 50s like we've been seeing.
I kind of enjoyed the cool down. I do like it warmer, but this was kind of nice the last couple days to have it a little on the cool side.
You usually get those things where it's, it's warm, then you get a little cool spell, and then it warms right back up, and that's kind of what we're seeing now. So.
All right. Thanks, Austin.
Yep.
Well, all of the Great Lakes except Lake Superior have likely reached their peak water levels for the year. Army Corps of Engineers says while the levels have peaked, they are expected to slowly drop. Lakes Michigan and Huron continue to set monthly record highs. Water levels on Lakes Erie and Ontario both continue to decline. Experts say the water levels of Lake Superior are expected to peak next month before entering its usual period of decline. If you were impacted by the high water levels last fall, Army Corps experts urge you to prepare for similar or worse impacts over the next few months. Organizations teamed up for a tech drive to meet the needs of students in Duluth today. With the possibility of classes going online, some kids lack access to necessary technology. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union hosted Tech Drive Tuesday, along with Minnesota Computers for Schools. People donated their unwanted computers, phones, and keyboards to help equip students with proper distance learning gear.
With distance learning, it's obviously become more evident that there is a gap in that accessibility because of the technology that people don't necessarily have access to in their homes. So making sure that we can get that in the hands of students is really important.
Along with accepting tech donations, the credit union is matching monetary donations up to $25,000.
Every summer, Duluth firefighters hit the streets raising money to fight muscular dystrophy. But due to the coronavirus, they're asking residents to fill the boot online. For more than 60 years, firefighters across the U.S. have been supporting the Muscular Dystrophy Association. The money raised here in Duluth will help local children and adults and fund research to work toward a cure. They hope to reach a goal of $30,000. You can find a link to donate on our website.
If you're still waiting to get your COVID test results, there's a new hotline you can call. Wisconsin health officials say many people who attended one of the state's free testing events aren't answering when called with their test results. In some cases, they didn't give a valid phone number. You can call the hotline if you were tested at a Wisconsin National Guard site more than 5 days ago and still need your results. The line will be staffed from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday. The phone number is on your screen, and it's also on our website.
Beware of certain hand sanitizers. That's what Wisconsin Poison Center officials warn after learning some products may contain alcohol that causes blindness or death. Some hand sanitizers contain ethanol, but experts say some also have methanol, which can be toxic when ingested or absorbed through the skin. We have a list of the FDA's recalled hand sanitizers along with a poison control number on our website.
Minnesota State Fair may be canceled. Coming up, find out how some events will still be held online.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet, your simple and affordable choice for bathtubs, showers, surrounds, and safety tubs. Right now, we are offering 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2022, or get your dream bathroom for as little as $69 a month. This offer ends August 31st, so call us today or go online to book your appointment to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet. Out of this world service and down to earth price.
Northwest Outlet Store is open. Yes, Northwest Outlet is open for business Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, get up to 40% off of the North Face and Columbia's entire line of summer clothing. New colors, styles on capris, tees, shorts, rain, wind, and fleece jackets. And UPF sun-rated clothing. Big bargains on sandals, rubber boots, and trail shoes from Keen, Teva, Merrill, Chaco, Columbia, and the North Face. Northwest Outlet is open Tuesdays through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and online 24/7 with curbside pickups during store hours.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS 3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
Are Duluth hospitals ready for fall time and whatever COVID-19 may bring?
And it is going to be another cool night across the Northland with most towns dropping down into the 40s. I'll have those details in your Weather Max forecast.
Classic Rock KQ is once again the Northland's #1 radio station. The KQ Morning Show, the most listened to radio program in the Northland. The KQ Train Wreck, the Northland's #1 afternoon show. Thank you for making us the Northland's #1 radio station. 95 KQDS.
Join the Greater Downtown Council for movies in the parking lot. Friday nights all summer long. Watch movies from the comfort of your vehicle. Reserve your $10 parking spot ahead of time at downtownduluth.com/events/movies in the park. Present your digital ticket at the gate and enjoy. Bring your own food or have snacks from the concession stands. Here's what's playing this week. Presented by Carlson Orthodontics and live local CBS 3.
The Big Brother house is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Come on, guys! Power.
I'm the boss of this house. I'm dictating the whole game.
Lust. Drama.
Snake.
You can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Lots of rumors, but nothing's confirmed.
And for the first time ever, the house guests move in live. Big Brother All-Stars, new season Wednesday at 9/8 Central on CBS.
Duluth's downtown waterfront district is the heart of our community. So many of the things we love about Duluth can be found right here, from businesses to attractions. And now, most of them are open and working hard so you can safely enjoy them. Our local restaurants, breweries, shops, salons, and attractions help weave the unique fabric of our community. They make us stand out. And when you support them, your dollars stay in our community, helping to boost our economy. Show your love for Duluth's local businesses. We can't wait to see you.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on live local CBS 3.
After selling out of tickets last week for their 2020 drive-through food parade event, the Minnesota State Fair is moving some more events online. Fair organizers announced an online marketplace as well as 4 virtual competition showcases. The online market will feature more than 240 vendors and run through the end of the year. The competitions include cookie decorating, crop art, K-12 art, and photography, to name a few. You can find more details on our website. Organizers had to cancel this year's state fair due to the pandemic.
Our pet of the day today is a handsome black beauty coming from the Precious Paws Humane Society of Chisholm. Hans is making his 3rd appearance on our show today, so he really needs an adoption. He's an energetic cat that loves to play with toys and other feline friends. He is also a very social cat and likes to meow at others. When Hans is not playing, he enjoys quality time in a warm lap. He is only a year old and is hoping to find his forever home very soon. If you would like to set up an appointment to meet this little guy, you can call the number on your screen.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, Tropical Storm Isaias is racing up the East Coast, bringing strong winds, flooding, power outages, and tornadoes. The latest on the storm's path tonight. Plus, our series Racing to a Cure. Can antibodies made in a lab in large amounts be the key to battling COVID-19 before a vaccine is available? Why researchers are optimistic. And a heartwarming moment when a little girl hears for the very first time. It's a story you don't want to miss, and that's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
When you think of a bank, you think of people in a place. But when you have the Chase mobile app, your bank can be virtually any place. So when you get a check, you can deposit it from here. And you can see your transactions and check your balance from here. You can save for an emergency from here. Or pay bills from here. So when someone asks you, where's your bank? You can tell them, here's my bank. Or here's my bank. Or here's my bank. Because if you download and use the Chase mobile app, your bank is virtually any place. Visit chase.com/mobile.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Join our team of supportive and creative individuals. Visit TrilliumService.com or call today to set up an interview.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive, what's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Mainstream is your wedding headquarters. Downtown Duluth.
Well, thanks for watching the CBS 3 News Live at 5 on this Tuesday night. We're taking a look down Lake Avenue. Now let's take a moment to recap our top story and find out what's coming up tonight at 6.
We're about a week out from the August primary elections. For many Minnesotans, it will be their first time voting since the pandemic began. The city of Duluth has been working with the Secretary of State's office to create a cleaning protocol that is approved by the CDC for the 34 polling precincts. That includes wiping down every polling station after it's been used.
And when the coronavirus first hit, the U.S. faced a shortage of personal protective equipment. Coming up at 6, find out how a Wisconsin business is stepping up to help make sure anyone who needs a mask can get one. And did you know today, Kristen, is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day?
Well, you mentioned something earlier and just made me hungry.
For cookies? Well, obviously.
We always talk about food right around dinner time.
Yeah.
It's difficult for me.
It's very difficult.
Okay, favorite cookie?
Monster cookies, like hands down. It's not even close. They've got to be the best cookies. It's the M&Ms more than anything.
Oh, I do love those too. Yeah. I'm not a big cookie person, but I'll take a chocolate chip cookie today.
Okay, that sounds
just
good.
For the occasion. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is up next.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at 6.